Hey AWF Galaxy, welcome to a brand new edition of the Control Center. Of course, my name is Derek Zoo. We have a lot to talk about, so let's jump right into it. We have a jam-packed show for you coming to you on March the 7th, AWF Live right here at the Circus 10 Arena. Let's talk about the main event. My goodness. In my opinion, one of the biggest main events that I've ever had to sign. And the thing about it is, folks, is that it really didn't take much for me to have to make this match. I was having an interview, conducting an interview with AMJ, our AWF Viral Champion, Chris Crunk, both men who have advanced into our King of the Carnival tournament that's going to be happening on April the 11th. Crunk was congratulating his boy, AMJ, for getting a part of it, and, well, I kind of had a stroke of genius. I asked the question, would you boys ever consider tag teaming? The next thing I knew, the Mega Plowers are out here. You know what? Just don't take my word for it. Take it to the tape.
I don't want to. Well, I guess it's kind of my job to stir the pot, but you just said he's your best friend.
Yeah.
I think it might be a great idea if you guys thought about maybe tag teaming up. Like I've seen you guys working out together on social media. Getting the coaches at the end of the show, on our last show, they can maybe make a little tag team.
What do y'all think? You understand that? When it comes down to the Crunkster and AMJ, it's like an intergalactic explosion, man! Whoa! When you talk about tag team wrestling, Daddy, you're looking at the AWF Tag Team Champion. You can't talk tag team wrestling without the Mega Plowers.
Yeah, you guys talking a lot of qualifying, Daddy, and we're about to go in here and qualify two of my best friend in the whole wide world. We're going to go out there and qualify right out here. Hear a little bit about tag team wrestling, and there's no team that knows anything more about plowing tag teams than the Mega Plowers, Daddy. So if you guys want to form a tag team against the Plowers and the people want to see it,
Well, Derek Zoo, if I'm not mistaken, you're a matchmaker who makes matches, and I believe we're back here in 2 weeks on March the 7th for AWF Live. If they want to be a tag team, well, we are a tag team, and if these people want it, why don't we give them a main event they'll never forget? Whoa!
All right, let me make sure that I got this straight.
You will never know!
The tag team champions will put their titles on the line against AMJ and Chris Crunk 2 weeks from tonight, March 7th, AWF Live. If the people of Greenville want to say that, I believe we got ourselves a main event.
Well, folks, there you have it. Your main event is set for March the 7th. Again, I really didn't have much to do with it. All four men agreed. Let's make this thing happen. The champs, obviously fighting champs, don't care who it's going to be, friend or foe. They know that they are not only the top tag team here in the AWF, but they are the top tag team, one of the top tag teams in this entire sport. And they're going to take on all comers, and that's going to happen on March the 7th. Chris Crunk, AMJ, now known as the Ultimate Icons, will be going up against our tag team champions with the championships on the line. All four of these men are four of my favorites. I know that I usually need to be unbiased, but I'm not going to be in this moment. I cannot wait for these guys to tear the house down. Now, speaking of AMJ, Chris Crunk, and Loverboy Lex Lee, all three of these men have advanced on to the King of the Carnival tournament that is happening on April the 11th. Loverboy was able to defeat Rocky Top Rocker on the 21st at Crime Scene to advance on. Casanova Colton Cage, unfortunately, was not able to. Here's the thing, though, folks. I can't even say that it was Colton's fault. He faced Zayeth, and Zayeth has become this one-man wrecking crew. I've known Zayeth for over 10 years, and the man is hungrier, stronger, faster, meaner, more determined to prove that he is a force to be reckoned with here in the AWF, that he does not need Robbie Roode, that he does not need Robbie Roode Enterprises, that he is the man to beat. He is the measuring stick. He is the yardstick here in the AWF. Our cameras somehow were able to catch up with Zayeth, obviously in a foul mood. He had these thoughts.
Like I've said Since I've dropped the dead weight of Robbie Roode, I'm going to be tearing through everyone who is qualifying for the King of the Carnival on April 11th. I've qualified. Now it's time to see who my victims are going to be.
Folks, like I said before, I have known Zayeth for over a decade. I have never seen him this determined, this out to prove not only that he belongs, that he is the alpha male in the AWF locker room. And not only wants to win this tournament, but wants to destroy the other men involved in it. If I were AMJ, Chris Crunk, Lex Lee, or anyone else that's going to be qualifying for the King of the Carnival, I would be a little trepidatious that my name gets called first up with Zayeth. And the craziest part about it all is that after the 11th, on April the 12th, we may be saying all hail King Zayeth. What a scary thought that is, but it's one that could happen. Speaking of King of the Carnival, we have 2 more qualifying matches that are going to be happening at AWF Live on March the 7th. Andrew Thomas, one of our fresh faces that we're excited to bring in, is going to be going one-on-one with the former AWF champion, Mike Clay. And then Mike Collins somehow found himself in a qualifying match, and I decided that the best person to be in that qualifying match with Mike Collins is going to be Iron Man. And so I, for one, cannot wait to see him pound Mike Collins into the ground and clearly go on to advance in the tournament. Speaking of advancing, the last person that advanced after our 4 qualifying matches on the 21st at Crime Scene, Brian Valor. But somehow he was not alone. Brian Valor had Robbie Roode in his corner. Now, folks, if you weren't here for our show previous to Crime Scene, you don't know this, but Robbie Roode kind of just disbanded Robbie Roode Enterprises. I don't know if this is a new leaf or if it's, you know what? I don't know what it is, but I'm sure that Brian Valor has something to say about it.
I qualified for the King of the Carnival tournament, and it does not matter, because on April 11th, I will be the king. What do you want?
What do you mean what I want?
What do you want?
You know
Why do you
what I
keep
want.
getting in my business? Every
Listen.
time I'm out there, you're out there.
Let me tell you something, Valor. Listen to me for a second. You and I walked the stars together. You threw me off a scaffold. But last year at this time, I held every championship. And at one point, you and I held a championship. So listen to me.
That was in the past.
It's in the past. And now, you and I are the future.
No.
Any
No.
Any questions?
Folks, honest to goodness, I don't know what this means. I'll tell you this, I don't trust Rob. I know that that's probably not the best thing for me to say, and he's probably going to try to file an injunction with AWF upper management about things, but the fact of the matter is that I don't trust him. The old adage is that a leopard doesn't change his spots, and let's be honest, Rob walks in this arena dressed like a leopard half the time, so you can put 2 and 2 together. As a matter of fact, the show that we were doing, All Access, here from the Circus Tent Arena that we're giving you every month, and I know I've gotten some DMs and stuff about it, hey, when you bringing that back? Well, the fact of the matter is this, we're not going to bring it back. Not right now, not in its current iteration. Because I can't sit next to the man and listen to him drivel on and on and on about all this ridiculousness that he does. His diarrhea of the mouth was too much for me to handle. And I like to think of myself as a fairly patient person. I try to stay unbiased, I try to stay impartial, but the fact of the matter is I don't trust him, I don't like him. And I'm worried for Brian Valor. I truly am. But Brian's a grown man, he's gonna do what he wants. So with that being said, I do want to congratulate Brian again on advancing into the King of the Carnival tournament that's going to be happening on April the 11th. 2 more qualifying matches are going to happen on the 7th, and then we will have a final match down the road. Now, let's talk about the biggest news to come out of AWF Crime Scene. We have a brand new AWF heavyweight champion. That's right, folks. Nature Boy Paul Lee called his shot. Said, I don't want you any less than 100%. Cashed it in. Defeated Mike Clay for the AWF Heavyweight Championship. The very next night, the very next day, Papa Pat Rose was calling my phone, demanding that the big bad bully Ty Rose have a match with Paul at AWF Live on the 7th. I told him, I said, well, fellas, we can't do that for the title. We do have a rank and file system here, but I will give you a non-title match. Ty chomping at the bit. Get back in the ring with the Nature Boy after what happened. Rumble Riot. Big Bad Bully had these thoughts.
Saturday night, it's you and me, Paulie. You know, luck is on your side because the AWF Board of Directors has decided that this ain't going to be a title match. Because I guarantee you, if it were, I'd be the new champ. You know, this year is your retirement year. This is your retirement tour. And lucky enough, we get to step in the ring together. And you know what? Professional wrestling is a lot like the jungle, as you know. You've almost been around for 40 years. You know, when a lion that's been on top gets old and weak, a newer, hungrier, faster, meaner one kills the lion and takes the reins, and that's what's going to happen March 7th. Paul Lee, when you step in the ring with the bully, Ty Rose, I'm going to take the reins of the American Wrestling Federation. Guarantee that.
Huge challenge, I mean that figuratively and literally, for the Nature Boy Paul Lee. First time coming back to the Circus Tent Arena as the new AWF Heavyweight Champion in a non-title match with Ty Rose. Looking forward to seeing how that shapes out. Folks, huge, huge show coming to you this Saturday night, March the 7th, AWF Live. Remember, tag team title main event, Mega Plowers will be defending against the Ultimate Icons, AMJ and Chris Crunk. Two huge qualifying matches for King of the Carnival. That tournament will be happening on April the 11th, plus much, much more. Grab your tickets right now, awfwow.com. Remember, tickets are on sale for AWF Live on the 7th, but also they are on sale right now for Wrestle Jam coming to you on May the 16th. You do not want to miss that. Remember, huge headlining guests, APA, John Bradshaw Layfield, Ron Simmons, the APA, they're going to be here. We're going to have the set up. You guys can take some pictures with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Grab your tickets for that as well. Folks, we cannot wait to have you back here this Saturday night for AWF Live. Remember, the doors are going to open at 6:30. Bell time is at 8 o'clock. We will see you here at Circus Tent Arena for AWF Live. We'll see you back here next Tuesday at 6:05 for more AWF content.
Really? Another voicemail? Instead, you answer the phone? Is that still rolling?
Yes, sir.
You know, my brother said it would be like this. He told me exactly how it was going to be. My brother's always right. I need to go find my brother because he is the mirror image of me. I'm going to go find him.